Alright everybody, this is, the first video where I've spoken in, but I did make a post about last week that I ordered a bunch of new vintage smoke alarms, and this is the video going through all of them. I'm not going to say that I know everything about them, but I will give you what I do know about them, and then we'll kind of see from there. I don't really have a plan. Probably not going to be testing them in this video. Don't want to annoy my family, but here we go. So I'm just going to start with this guy right here. This is the Black & Decker SMK 100. A very generic smoke alarm. Here's the back. Let's move that bracket there so you can see the date code. 9207. Pretty sure that's 1992, 7th week. Could be wrong. Very nice unit. As far as I know, these are pretty rare. These are actually based on the Fire-X Model A. I don't have one of those right now. I do have one ordered, but this is the closest thing I've got to a Fire-X Model A, my Jameson Model A. It's the exact same unit, it just, the Black & Decker one is square. So that's the first device. The second one here, this is not a Model A, like I said, this is actually the Model B. Now the only difference between the Model A and the Model B is that the B has an LED. Other than that, it's the exact same thing as a Model A. No real differences there. Next, this one's pretty special, I believe. So this is my Jameson React RS1. These are based off of the FX1218, the Fire-X FX1218. I don't know the DC only version of the FX1218. I don't know what that model is, but that is what this is based off of. It's got a light test button, which as far as I know is relatively rare. Maybe that's not on the Fire-X version of this. Maybe that's not rare. Maybe it's not rare for the Jameson ones, but from what I've heard, it's pretty rare. Let me get the bracket off for you. Alright, so there's the back of the unit. I don't know what this stuff is, but there's just something on it. Yeah, very nice. I believe this one, made in 1985. So, it's relatively old. 40 years old or so. So this is the next unit. This is my First Alert SA88, which has light test and silence. I can't get the light test to work for some reason. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. But basically this is just the light test silenceable version of the 2nd gen SA67D. There's the inside. On this little holder for the battery, there's a lot of corrosion because when I got this, the battery was very crusty and corroded to oblivion, but the unit still does work. But it was just kind of disappointing to see the very corroded battery on the inside. Weirdly enough, this actually has the 2 battery slots, even though it doesn't need 2 batteries, so they kind of use the same base, I guess, for the what is it, SA150LT. Yeah. The next unit here, this is the SA67RD. I've already made a short on this one because the piezo was very raspy, and which is not normal for these units. And if you've watched that and you've seen I made a comment on there saying that the piezo is officially dead on this unit. It barely makes any more noise. About the only thing I can say about these is they are the exact same pretty much as this, which is my 1st gen SA67D. The only differences are 1, all of the text on the outside. 2, this has an LED, whereas this does not. And then if we look in the internals, so my SA76RD has the same internals as the 67D. It's the exact same, but normally these have a all-metal sensor, which is lovingly known as the false alarm sensor. just due to the fact that it's prone to getting false alarms. But this one, I guess, is a later model with the newer internals. So yeah, I mean, what all can I say? Got 2 more units left to go through here. So this is my Kitty KSA 800. You may also know it as the Jameson Model E. So it's another Firex Model A based unit, or I guess in this case Firex Model E, which according to the manuals do exist. I don't know if they actually made them, but they apparently exist. So yeah, it's got LED, escape light. Here's the back of the unit. So this one's made in 1994. So you got your 9-volt slot and your 2 AA slots. I could have sworn I've seen some of these that use 2 9-volts. But this one uses AA's. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe they all use 2 AA's and a 9-volt. But yeah, so that's what these look like. I do have the bracket for this. It's just it does not like to stay on without batteries inside, so I just don't have the bracket here. And then the last unit here. This is my Firex FX1020. So this is the AC only version of the FX1218. It's pretty loud. I'll show you the back of the unit here. So there's the back of the unit. I believe this one's 1986. It's really hard to tell because the font is so bled in. But I believe it's 1986. Yeah, you got the 3 wires. This one's the interconnect wire. Yeah, pretty cool. Does work. The LED for these is extremely dim, which is really funny. But it does work. Yeah, I might include test footage at the end of this video because I do have like clips of all of these detectors going off. So I might just throw those in at the end. I might not. We'll see what happens. Tell me if you guys kind of like this style of video. The first time doing it. I know it's not perfect, but if you guys like this, I mean, I can do more videos like this. I might do some reviews of some other detectors that I have. But we'll see from there. So, yeah, video.